Well, we haven't done one of these in quite a while, have we? Yes, I know. I have returned after my several weeks of being incapacitated. Essentially, what had happened is I got sick. This thing's going around, obviously, but it was not pleasant to say the least. I lacked the ability to do basic human functions like sit up in a chair. Literally getting up to go to the bathroom would sap me of 12 hours worth of resting. It was not pleasant. Turning over in bed would exhaust me, to give you some perspective. I was, for all intents and purposes, pathetic. Completely pathetic. I could not do anything. So, that's why as such, some of my plans, in fact all of my plans, basically now resemble the metaphor of a large amount of excrement going at a very high velocity and making contact with a spinning turbine. So essentially, everything I had planned went right down the drain. My plan was, because November's very busy and so is December, to have a large stock of Skyrim videos recorded ahead of time to, so that when I hit the busy times, it would not hold up the LP. Well, as you can imagine, I didn't anticipate losing the ability to sit up in a chair, talk, hold something in my hands, or perform any of the functions required to record a Let's Play. And that's exactly what happened. Hence, I have nothing stocked up. The Skyrim videos you've seen were a buffer zone. They were a giant those were a buffer zone intended to keep me going so that I could record when I had a spare moment, and all the spare time I did have to record was me lying in bed like a drooling vegetable trying to stay conscious. I mean, I would sleep for about 14 hours at a time, wake up and feel sick because I'd slept for so long, because sleeping for longer than 8 or 9 hours is not, it's not healthy. You should not be sleeping for that long. But I couldn't move. So, essentially that's why I had nothing stocked up. I am doing much better now. I am feeling good. I am feeling revived. But, of course, since everything got delayed by about 2 weeks, that means that the Let's Play just got completely put on hold. I had no choice but to essentially push everything back by 2 weeks, which means I now have to, which I have been, and I will continue to do so, but I have, been scrambling to keep up with everything, repair what was damaged as a result of my being sick, and essentially catch up with everything, which is easier said than done, to say the least. So I will record Skyrim again at the next possible opportunity, but please understand that a Skyrim session takes longer than a standard session because I have to record not one but 2 characters. And I can't just commit time to one and then not distribute it to the other. That wouldn't be that wouldn't be fair. And I'm also going to make another video after this one, a better explanation as to how Skyrim works, simply because that little how it will work video was made when I was getting sick. It was made after I had filmed the sessions already. The plan was to make a much more detailed and elaborate video originally, explaining exactly how it'll work, what the guidelines are for the LP, what I need and don't need, what I expect and don't expect to do, so that I could avoid questions like, are you going to do Dawnguard, are you going to do Dragonborn, are you going to do this, are you going to go to this person, are you going to be this or this? And I realized I'd recorded my Let's Play with the expectation that you would have already seen that detailed video describing what would happen, and of course I got sick and as such was incapable of doing that, and I realized, oh god, it's the 11th, it's coming up to, this is the night before, the 11th, so the 10th. But essentially I realized, oh god, these videos are going to launch, everyone's expecting them to launch, they're uploaded, they're ready, but I made those Let's Plays with the expectation that there would be a explanation video, and of course there wasn't one. So I had to scramble and just explain the absolute basics, and I wasn't able to answer a lot of questions that people would have about the Let's Play, and as such I keep getting repeated questions about how Skyrim's going to work. So I will be making a little, I'm just going to talk just like this one, and I will explain how Skyrim will work in earnest. Oh dear. So that everything will hopefully fall into place, and I will start recording Skyrim again as soon as I can. I'm not in a position, I'm not in a setup right now where I can record it, but hopefully Tuesday. I'm hoping Tuesday. I'm sorry to delay it. I know I said this wasn't going to happen, and of course, well, that kind of got shot to hell. So I apologize for the Skyrim LP being delayed, launching into it, and then all of a sudden, a whole week of it not being updated. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? So, for all intents and purposes, we'll be continuing. I am feeling much better, and I will try. Once I am caught up with everything, I will hopefully have some time to record Tuesday night. If not, I will do it whenever I can. So, that's it. This is obviously November's been a pretty slow month for my channel, and I apologize for that once again. But it's coming along. So just end the video. There's no clever way to end the video, so just end it.